Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking for space. It's Reed. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
He'll return it from the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Pulls and fires complete. Got it inside the 15. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to scramble. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Holstein. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Reed. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage. Make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Turns it on in midfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Broussard. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Keeps looking downfield. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
They'll run play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the right. Here he goes. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's Broussard. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch at the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Gets rid of it. Gets it out fast. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Connors. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To throw, it's Holstein. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Ball lofted. That's up for grabs, and it's intercepted.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking for a man, it's Holstein. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Got it in the middle. It's Reed. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Sanford. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's York. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game.
It's a seam wide open. Powers through. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Holstein. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Makes the catch. It's Reed. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Keeps it on the draw. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Goes to the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Oh, what a move. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's a running room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 15 to Louisville. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Reed. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now adjusting. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because...
Oh, a lot of space. Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Going up top again. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And that's exactly what I want from my quarterback. I trust you. I want to throw the ball down the field on 3rd and long, make a play, but understanding the situation. Throw that thing to the crowd. Now a field goal puts me up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter where I like my chances.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's a heat. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
That's caught. It's Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Houston going up tempo. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Williams. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many.
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Back's looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got his man. And they will score. Touchdown, Pitt. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.